he's talking about
so much other stuff.
marriage. He's talking about being a man. He's talking about doing. I'm like, he got so much game he got inside the messages. So I said, man, I need to clip this up because everybody ain't got time to, watch a 3-hour lecture or a 4-hour lecture. So as I started to do that, by me just sharing what I was inclined to, what really got me into this is people start the response from people.
Right.
Like, and these videos is saving my life. I'm getting DMs. Man, I'm proud to be black again. Man, you watching your videos is stopping me from committing suicide. Like multiple people done said this. So I'm like, man, I like the way this feels. I'm like, man, this is fulfilling my spiritual purpose. Like, yeah, you want to make money, you want to do this, you want to do that, but man, this is really doing something for me mentally and spiritually. So that's what made me go ahead and go full-fledged with it, because of the response that people was getting by me just sharing what I was learning. So I saw the effects of it in real time before I got going.
Right. And I'm glad you said those last 2 words was real time, because those are 2 words that I know I have been blessed to, that I exist in. I know how to exist in real time. I know when to speak, when not to speak, when to listen, know how to diagnose stuff as it's happening. I've always told people, how some people be like, oh man, well, I did this without thinking, or I said this without, I didn't really know. I know exactly what I'm doing at all time because I think too much. You know what I mean? So my mind is always at 360 degrees. If I do this, what's the consequences? If I do this, what's the rewards? If I don't say nothing, how this person gonna feel? And if I, you know what I'm saying? My mind is always click, 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 click at the same time. So for me, like my energy is attracted to like-minded individuals like myself. Because just like how you just said, even as a kid, for some reason, I will always question everything. Not question it to the point of what being a jackass, so to speak, but just like, okay, if I walk into a room and someone told me, hey man, look, there's only one way out of here, my mind immediately I'm gonna start looking for another way out of here. Cause I'm not just gonna take what you tell me. I have to know for myself that there's only one way out this room. And that's the same way I look at life as for my perspective on how I see the world. Another thing I found myself not doing is arguing someone else's perspective. Because how they see the world, I can't argue that. I can debate it, but I would be a fool to argue with someone on how they see the world.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, for example, I met Derrick James. He's the trainer for Errol Spence, that just won the champion. He trained the Cholo twins. And I asked him a question. We were talking about boxing. And he said when he first came with Earl, he said Earl was doing some wrong techniques. He said, I didn't tell him what he was doing wrong. He said, I just corrected him as I was training him. He said, and the reason why I didn't do that was, he said, because if I told him what he was messing up at, then he would think about it. I said, damn, that's genius. I said, if you take that and do that to the culture, instead of saying, hey, don't do this, hey, don't do this, hey, don't, just show what you want to say. You know what I mean? So that gym right there, what he told me, I was like, yo, I like that. I'm using that right there. You know what I mean? So even in school, bro, I used to be in school and they used to be telling me stuff with world history, or Christopher Columbus and the British, the Red Coast. I never believed that. Because number one, I'm looking at a cartoon illustration. Why am I believing something you got in the textbook and this is a cartoon you showing me? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what's going on here? I always thought like this. So to this day, people always ask me questions because they already know I'm going to give you the right answer. People always say, man, I'm with you. What they say, I'm with you right or wrong. I'm not with you if you're wrong. I'm only going to be with you if you're right. If you're doing something wrong, I'm going to tell you, hey, that ain't what's up, partner. We ain't doing that. I don't care if you're mama, cousin, brother. I'm going to tell you what's right, never what's wrong. Because I would be a fool to side with you if you just slap some girl. Hey man, that's my homeboy. Nah, bro, you dead wrong for that homeboy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I just want to encourage you, bro. Keep that energy trail up. You know what I'm saying? Uh, and stay on the search for knowledge. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
So that's what's up, man. So I'ma always be tapping in with, like I said, I respect people that's doing anything that's positive, bro. I don't care. You in Pakistan or Bangladesh, I'm a solution. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, brother.
Yes, sir, man. Appreciate it.
All right, peace. Yes, sir. Man, that's deep, man. He said, man, I didn't tell him because he would think about it. Wow. Wow. How many of us got so many good things that we could be worried about, but we think about that one negative thing? Mm. You know, when he said that, I thought about something that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said. And the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, you never have to condemn a dirty glass. Just put a clean one next to it.